punishment.
Now, children, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin.
The main Saxon form of law enforcement, where the Saxons, the accused, would go through many different ordeals to see if he was guilty or innocent, because back then it was about whether God would decide whether you were guilty or innocent. So one of the methods of trial by ordeal is when the accused would hold an iron bar that had been heated on a fire and would have to walk a certain amount of paces before he could drop it. If the victim's hands were infected or broke out in sores, then that proved that God judged him as guilty and he would then be punished. Remember, punishments come after trial by ordeal. It is only a form of law enforcement.
Oh no, my hands are infected. I must be guilty. Sorry, God.
One example of trial by ordeal was trial by hot water. This is where the accused puts his arm into a boiling cauldron of water to try and retrieve a rock. Now, depending on the severity of crime, that's how high the water level will be. The more severe the crime, the higher the level will be. So, here goes. If the accused's arm broke out in sores and was infected, then that showed that he was guilty, and then he would face his punishment. Remember, trial by ordeal is a method of law enforcement. After you do the trial, you still can receive your punishment.
Now, children, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin.
In Anglo-Saxon times, they had the blood feud, which was a method of law enforcement because there was no police force. So, if I killed someone in Mr Desborough's family, he could take revenge on me and kill someone in my family. Hey, I'm going to kill someone in your family.
How dare you! I can't believe you killed someone in my family. I'm going to kill someone in your family.
Wow, you killed my son. I'm going to kill your uncle.
You killed my uncle. I'm going to kill your cousin.
You killed my cousin. I love that cousin. I'm going to kill your mother.
That was my favourite mother in the whole wide world. I'm going to kill your father.
I never knew my father, so I don't care. But I'm still angry, so I'm going to kill your nephew.
My nephew? He was like my son. I'm going to kill your son.
No! There's no one left to kill.
Now, children, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin.
Combat was a new form of law enforcement invented by the Normans. This is where the accuser and the accused would face it out in a contest to the death, where if you had a woman or a child who was maybe too weak to fight, then they could also appoint a champion. So in this particular instance, I've been accused of sheep rustling and having my way with it.
Hey, you've been rustling sheep. Let's fight.
Here we go.
Justice has been done.
Now, children, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin.
The Saxon period were all part of a tithing. This is a group of maybe 10 men, and they would all be responsible for their own law enforcement. So if someone committed a crime, it would be up to the other members. This is called the hue and cry. This is when the 10 members of the tithing seek out that criminal.